We are max late regged in the $700 daily deep stack. We are currently registering the $20 2250 freeze out, both on WSOP, both very lovely tournaments. We will be playing the 10K guaranteed that I got 5th in yesterday, or 6th in yesterday. For 55.50, I spun my way in again. So running hot on the spins, so we're going to play it. In about 5 minutes, we have the 6K guaranteed. 1650 that I played yesterday also on ACR. We are going to play that. And there is a satellite in about 5 minutes. I don't think it's going to go off, but I'm going to try to see if it will. Just because it's good value. It's a mega satellite, 10 seats guaranteed for 109 satellite for a $10 or $11 entry. I'm going to try. Like, I mean, I might as well, right? I mean, it needs fucking 13 to start. It's got 5. If anybody out there wants to get into it, you got about, well, by the time this plays, time will be up, so that'll be that. But, yeah. And we've got two 50NLs down here at the bottom. For right now, I think that's where we're at. Doesn't seem to be too many others going. So it's just the 250s, and I think that's just fine. So we're going to put the 16 on up there. Let me get the poker tracker started for ACR. Sorry, forgot to do that. As soon as that gets started, we'll be ready to go. And first ace king of the day. Max hands. Pot and a lot. And there you go. Poker tracker is started. About 3 minutes till this tournament goes off. Gonna down bet a little bit. Yeah, I don't expect much action there, honestly, but checking might not be great in that scenario, just because I think it looks stronger. So sometimes we just got to try to maybe convince our opponent that we're weak by down betting. It is the daytime guys on a Tuesday, so they're not too wild and crazy. But thing to remember is I can do that with, in that same position, king, queen, queen, jack, pocket tens, pocket eights, pocket sevens, 9-8, any suited ace. I can do that with pretty much every hand I'm going to 3-bet from there, which is going to be quite a few. I mean, we're talking about, what was that? I was on the button. Cold call out of the small blind. And a pretty good flop. And it's the kind of thing where we expect to see more aces over here. I think this is one where we want to bet reasonably large. The only thing we're really worried about is a set of 8s, but all ace jacks and ace queens are going to call. We're going to go for the big value now. Obviously. If he has pocket 8s, it's just too bad. 10 on the river is pretty good, obviously. We're going to jam. Nice! That's how you get max value out of ace king. Would I have gone bet, bet, bet with ace king? Yes. Would I do it with ace queen? No. This is not a situation you're ever going to stick me in. Sorry, bro. You just paid off. Pretty awesome. I mean, and the thing is, that's an Assassinato move. The Assassinato, I forget his real name. I always forget his real name, but the coach on Jonathan Little's poker coaching site, pokercoaching.com, he always says, when you're sharing the ace and you have the best one, like if I had ace king in a situation where I assume this player had ace queen, you should be betting big. In a 3-way pot, betting 2/3 is big. When I flop top 2 pair, it's absolutely the best hand. This player rejams. I'm going to go over the top. I don't think Stump's ever going to call. All right, hold. Ace 10 was good for me once. Make it again. Hold. Boom. We'll take the rest. Sometimes people just flip right out. Bang, bang. 7 hands. A buy-in and a half. Well, I don't know if I should stay on this table, to be honest. There is another one. I'm going to see who fills this seat and play one more round. But that's a nice little start to the day. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, I really don't think that satellite's going to go off. Yeah, it's not going to go off. It's got less than a minute. It needs 8 more fucking players. All right, well, that's not going off. I love how some people register it with less than a minute left, and it's like, there's just no way it's going off, bro. Sorry. Yeah, it just ended. Sure. Pretty good start to the day. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. Yep. Checky, checky. Let's just go right to here. How about that? And we'll make these a little bigger too. Yeah, why not? Foldy, foldy. Ooh. A possibly playable first hand. Pretty good. Alright, so we're in this 10K. Anybody in it I remember from yesterday? Nope. Raise up. Before you go. Raise a raisey. Is he defending all aces? Yeah, probably. But like I said, I can do all that shit. Why do I have wham in my fucking head? Yep. Min raise. Oh, it's my same hand as I had down here. I'm just watching the replay. Ace of spades, 10 of diamonds. Oh, it's not going to be this one. Now, there is a 55. No, I don't like that. There's a 55 15K. I like the 10K better, I think. So I'm registered in this one. It's kind of hard to turn down a table, one that you final tabled yesterday. So you guys can see it right here. Got about 20 minutes till that goes off. Checky, checky. Yeah, I'm going to ditch this table. Take my fucking money and go. Fuck it. And we'll just get back on it when it in about 30 minutes. Rat hole life. But so far all my tournament entries covered and $40 in profit. 8.5 to 1. I mean, if I'm closing the action, it's a small leak I have, but honestly I only do it when it's this early. Just because there are bluffing opportunities when everybody checks. Snap call. So he's under the gun. He was the original opener. I mean, I guess he can have some pairs, but I kind of doubt it. The flush draw is kind of more believable. We are early in the tournament. I am going to try. It's very hard to call here with a pair of eights. I mean, if he did it, good for him. Well, he just makes the flush? Okay. The no raise is a true fish move. That's hilarious. I mean, that's why I played the pot, was to go for that bluff, so... Would have worked. I mean, he flopped kind of monstrously and didn't bet for no reason. Interesting. It's a small buy-in, though. I mean, he's never folding to me. Not after that first one. Question is, can I bluff catch? I think so. Like I say, he's never going to fold to me. I mean, he shouldn't fold a 7, but if he's going to take that line, you're supposed to bet the river. Just because I can have anything that nulls your equity. And I'm never checking good flush twice. Hey, little ace queen. Let's just go that big. I'll find something else to fill in here in a sec. Well, this goes off in about 17 minutes, so we'll have to move these around. Raise it up. Guess I should bring the mic over. That's not too bad. Yeah, you can have just all that pot, bro. You win. Why? I mean, he didn't bet enough on the flop. He gets raised and just calls. Do you think this guy really has ace-king behind and then you're going to pay it on the river anyway? Oh my god. The guy raised him with a flush draw and he fucking... Like, if he re-raises and then pounds the turn, he might get it through, but it's kind of ridiculous to be worried about the suited ace of diamonds. I mean, you're never worried about the ace-king there. Ooh, there's another table here. I'm going to keep an eye on it. It should fill up fairly quick. I just want to see which seat is best. This isn't bad. Yeah. Okay. How did I get posted in? I had turned that off. I don't know how I got posted in there. Alright. I don't mind any of this. Except for the fact that my notes appear to be missing. Let me just check now. Queens and a limp from a shorty, basically under the gun because his first place position is sitting out. Could have made that 4 even for being out of position, but went with my standard open size. I mean, I've reduced your SPR if you want to jam. Yeah, I didn't think so. Could have made it 4. Probably should have. Just an extra unit because we're out of position. Yeah. Small leak. Fold. I could even make these a little smaller, I guess. I don't know if I want to. I mean, I guess we can just play the cash off over here. Nah, I like the cash over here. Let me make these a little smaller. Something like that. Fold, fold. This one goes on break. The fucking 420 break. Oh my god. Fucking juvenile. Good to see you guys. You don't have to say hi, but I appreciate you being there. Checky, checky. I mean, it's a limp pot. I guess we can take one off. Nobody sees backdoor flushes, so we don't really have that bluff. This player just gonna limp everything. See, if you have a guy who's limping everything, you need to raise even more. You need to make it like 200 here. I think I'm going to put this one over on top of the other WSOP tournament and play this out of here and then move that one over. Wow. I mean, he's a short stack. You shouldn't want to play for it all too early. Like, this is not... Like... He raises out of first, everybody just calls. You flop the open-ender, he bets the pot, you call. He jams turn with a pair and an open-ender. It's not the worst, but in all honesty, you got to know he's got an overpair, so 13 to win 41. Yeah. So 13 to win 41, you know you'll have 2 9s, 3 10s, or yeah, you know you have 11 outs at least, maybe 14, that's 28%. I mean, you need 4 to 1 on your money, you're not getting it. You're $9 short, bro. And on this flop bet, like, I don't hate it, the call here, because you have 8 clean outs. You know what I'm saying? And he's obviously getting the money in. The problem is that he didn't start with enough, so yeah. Yeah, I don't like it. Oof. About 5 minutes till the main event starts. Top pair flush draw versus 2 pair. Well, he hit that one. I mean, so he just limped, and then the button raised. Wow. And he just rips it. Yeah, I don't like this. I mean, I don't like the way it was played by either player. Like, the only thing you're getting called by there is fucking sets and hands that have super equity against you, so... You know, congrats on the jam. That's pretty nice. Small 3-bet, we can call. King's pretty good. This guy's kind of needy. We're going to check here. Fold here. And call here. That was easy. He just barreled into me. What is that? I raised pre-flop. I called your 3-bet. So even by the logic that I can't have ace-king. Then you bet the flop huge. I called. Then you bet the turn even huger when another king comes off. Or you bet it for half pot, which is still committal. And then the full house comes and you jam. Like, do you think I just have the ace-queen of spades here? Like, what is that? What did this guy have? 6s, and he called a flop bet. That's interesting. So he's not bluffing. The thing is, the only reason why I didn't barrel on him is because the flush draw came off, and he is one of those nitty guys. I don't think I can get on this table yet. No, I gotta wait 12 minutes. Hey, what's up, Chloroform? How you doing, my man? Oh, I just saw that the final table didn't upload till this morning. I had it on Prime. It's an odd time for a break on ACR. What's that about? It's the 420 break. They're doing, it's 420. Take a break from smoking the tables to grab some munchies. We'll be ready to roll at 4:30. Tourney resumes in 3 minutes. It's the most juvenile fucking thing ever. It's because it's fucking April. From the fucking 20th to the 1st, they're doing this 420 thing for fucking smokers. And I said this yesterday. It's the most juvenile fucking thing ever. And on my desk, I literally have gummies that I take throughout the day. You know, after I'm done playing. It takes the edge off, and I like that better. I don't smoke anymore. My wife's a big pothead, but she has, you know, spinal stenosis and anxiety. So, like, this guy's just always the nuts. Always. Like, he's buying in with a short stack and just waiting for the nuts. So, you don't want to get it in pre-flop with him unless you have fucking aces. Good thing is, though, he's very crackable. So, hands like deuces on the button here are pretty strong. Like, this raise is pointless. Especially from this short stack. It's only because this player's in that I'm calling. Even if this guy didn't call, I think this is a great spot. I mean, it's deuces, so we have to be a little bit careful. But I think when we see, like, king, queen, deuce, or queen 10 deuce, or even ace 7 deuce, as long as nobody has a set of sevens, we're okay. That's not my flop. It's not the worst flop in the world, but it should be good for this player, so he should just jam. I mean, he's got 1.6 pot. He should just go. If he's got an ace, he just go. I mean, there's not a whole lot to be worried about here. Oh, we got the main event up. I get called. I'm going to continue betting small. I'm going to check the river. This is kind of tough. I think we get a lot of checkbacks and win. Yeah. It's just there's no way to bet, get called, and be good. Like, because he's going to have a lot of ace-10s, ace-6, whatever. I mean, people are just bad. So, let's put this over here. All right. Can you guys still see that? Yeah, that's all right. A little lower. This is the main event. This is the $55 buy-in. I spun my way in for $10 again. Yesterday when I spun my way into it, it actually happened the same way. I was spinning a couple of 55s, and the other one was the 15K guaranteed that I spun my way into. This is the 10K guaranteed. This kind of is good and bad. Like, we're four-handed in the biggest tournament with kings. All right. This is the guy who won it yesterday. Me and him were on the final table. Oh, no, he got second. Somebody else won it. This guy was on there with me. UVI free. This guy I took out. Yeah, all these guys were there. Was this guy there? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I'm good. Had an exam yesterday. Lasted 8 hours. So an entire workday. Jesus. Got another couple over the next week, so not been able to get out of my head out of the textbooks, unfortunately. Well, I mean, it's what you got to do, man. It's just that, you know, that's the deal you signed up for. But I couldn't do it, man. I mean, yeah, I'm dyslexic and all like that, but I couldn't imagine, like, I would be questioning the entire system. Like, I'd be sitting there going, why are we taking exams for 8 hours in one day? Do we really think this is the best form of learning? Like, I would be questioning it so hard. Like, if you told me at the start of a class that was the situation, I'm going to go big on this. Like, I'm going to go crazy big. Oh. God damn it. fucking thing's fucked up. God damn it, I got timed out. Who the fuck is calling me, fucking me up? I got timed out with aces. My keyboard got stuck. That sucks. Have listened to so many podcasts about the Bryn Kenny stuff on the side. Some absolute wild shit, right? Dude, I saw that that Doug Polk podcast. I saw it in real time. Like, the alert went off on my phone. And I was like, emergency podcast? What the fuck is this? And my fucking number key got stuck down. So I couldn't bet. It would have been all in or nothing. This is annoying. But, yeah, so I watched that Bryn Kenny thing right away. I saw Poker News has an interview with him now. Direct from the horse's mouth, which I don't know how you can trust this fucking psycho. It's funny, though, man. Like, people were telling me, like, you know, you should get on GG. It's so soft. It's so soft. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. Anytime something's new and does that well, I don't like it. Like, I didn't even play on Poker Stars till after they existed for a year. Back at, you know, before I even knew anything about anything, because I was always just like, I don't know. Like, but I was playing on other sites that had been around, you know, that were too small to, like, be worth shit. That's so funny. Well, let's pretend the aces would have gotten cracked. But yeah, I don't like, you know, I mean, that's some crazy shit with the, I'll let the ace jack go. That's an hourly adjustment. If it was 5 p.m., I would open the ace jack here. Oh my god. Who the fuck was that? Oh my god. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Really? Eat shit. Cox Cable wanting a survey about my service. I meant to raise more. I don't know why it just did that. What's going on with this tournament? I'm getting glitched on my big hands. 3 exams are definitely not the correct way to test computer science knowledge, but you're correct. It's what I signed up for. Yeah, no, I didn't mean it like that, though, man. Like, ultimately, it'll be worth it. Well, that's the thing. That's what you're really signing up for, is the eventual outcome. You're not signing up for this bullshit system. Look at this. I mean, this guy should go a lot. It kind of sucks if Stump goes because he can have queens, but he's also going to have ace-queen here sometimes. 90 minutes of him bigging himself up for being so generous. Oh, yeah, I figured it. I figured he was just going to be full of crap. I thought I opened that one. Did I 3-bet it? No, I made the big bet. Oh, okay. So I did open it, but I opened it huge. Hey, what's up, yoinking? Yoitsking. Yoitsking. That's how you say it, right? Yoitsking Beast. Or, yo, it's King Beast. I'm a fucking idiot. Yoitsking Beast, like you're Swedish. Yo, it's King Beast. Yoitsking. You get people from all around the world, man. You don't know how to pronounce shit. Yeah. I could just check it and trap, but I think I'd rather have the lead. Really? He limp jammed on me. Yeah. Hold, please. Good play, bro. I didn't think he was smart enough to fucking do that with a real hand. I thought at worst he was going to show me over pocket tens. But that's just fucking retarded. And it's funny because ace-deuce suited is a limp raise hand, but it's not a limp jam hand. When I make the raise that big, it's a full pot, he's supposed to go like 1,200, then I call and we see what happens. Like, he's probably going broke there anyway, but the fucking $3 tournament. Yeah, Doug Pokes with Zamani was wild. Yeah, that was pretty fucking wild. I enjoyed the one with Greg Merson that he did a few days before that, too. I think I watched half that. So, I'm getting 10-1 here. Well, now 11-1. Gut shot and overs. I thought the shot clock discussion with Merson, oh, I did see that, was fascinating as solely online players where 10 seconds to act seem like an eternity, but a standard live tournament is 30 seconds. Yeah, Doug brought up a good point that I've heard before, which is if you institute a shot clock for poker and then you make it 30 seconds, the thing is you could end up with greater tanking because some people will take the 30 seconds every time, whereas normally they would only excessively tank in certain situations. So over the course of the tournament, they're going to take 30 seconds every single fucking hand versus 10 times in a tournament, they'll take 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of allows that. All right. Really? Hold. Come on. Hold. Dodge it. Fucking retards. Why? Just why? Was that the same fucking guy? No. in the bigger buy-in tournament. Really? Fuck you. This guy limped. Really? Damn it. Club on the river. Probably going to check jam on this guy. He could have some overpairs, but we have too much equity heads up. Which we should get heads up after the jam. And hopefully I didn't run into it behind. He flopped it. I outdrew him, and then we chopped. That's so funny. Why are you playing 6 deuce from the button? I'd never use a VPN, man. I've known too many guys that used a VPN and just got their fucking account taken. Like, and then they were shocked. It's like, yeah, I live in Henderson, which is just outside Vegas. This is a dumb raise. I'm just doing it quick to look weak. Aces. This tournament's fucked. King! That sucks. Button versus big blind. That tournament sucked. Nah. It's close. I was thinking about 3-betting, actually. But it's like, the 3-bet just seems so bad. Look at this shit. This is why it's close. Because of fucking dumb fuck shit like that. not the worst. Oh. I think if we're going to bet, if we had a king, we'd have to bet fairly large. This is a dumb small re-raise. Wow. Can I have a 7 dealer? Would have been so nice. No, we're going to fold this one. It's definitely playable, but I don't know what this player's doing, and this is a stupid fucking raise. If you have a king, you check here because you're never folding to the jam, and he may bluff. Like if you had 4 or 5 and you check the river here, he may jam it, and you may get the other 15 out of him. Eric's in the daily deep stack too. He says his table's running so slow he was able to run the dishwasher or load the dishwasher between hands. Yep. It's a good steal. It's really about the sizing. Like you really do have to go full pot plus the units. Like I actually bet under it. I should have bet 12, but I went a little under. I went 11.25. Should be good. Yeah. Oop. Can I get on? Nice. More than doubled up on this one in 16 hands earlier. Now I'm back. Did it in 7 hands, or in 12 hands, and then finished out. So, got a third 50-0. I feel kind of happy with this many tables, honestly. Look at the 10. My man was fucked. Ace 10. I mean, I guess it's okay to play wild. Because if you re-enter, you'll have 40 blinds, so you might as well take the shot. But Ace 10 was just kind of, yeah, you get 50 right now. Am I re-entering this? I think I am. I'm gonna pink felt it. Because get 125, next level's 3K. Yeah, I think it's fine. It's a little turbo-y, but it slows down after that. I mean, we're obviously calling. Move this down some, right? Into there. Can I go to there? That's not bad. Having 22 big blinds in a .12 feels good, but disappointed that it's a .12. It's having 228 big blinds. Oh, and a 12 cent. I mean, if you win it, you know, it's worth a little dough. It's funny. My first tournament win, like MTT tournament win, I think it was like a $2 tournament. Ooh, maybe we ran out something good. I mean, a min bet, I got to imagine we raise this. If I get jammed on, it kind of sucks. But I'm just doing it to look super fucking stupid and weak. Oh, we're going on break in a minute here. So we're going on break in a minute. All right. I'll be right back. Ran into someone who had won a GG Masters tournament previously, 110K total winnings on GG, in a 25-cent tournament I had on in the background while I was reading. Was very confused. Some players, I mean, as a tournament player, I gotta say, there was a time when I played max volume tournaments. I don't think currently that's the most profitable way to play. So I don't do it much anymore, but I used to play 12 to 14 tournaments going at a time. Like, you guys see me maxing out usually at about 8 or 9 tables usually, and those are cash tables. But I used to do that with tournaments, and it's a lot more gamble. It's a lot more, spot taking. And in those 14 tournaments, you might have for the day, you might have 30, 35 entries, something like that. So if you try to go by an average buy-in, you just say, okay, I'm going to register everything below this level. There's actually programs out there like Poker Ninja and something else, Table Ninja, or I forget what it's called, where you can just put in parameters to register you in tournaments and say, whatchamacallit, you can say, I want to enter up to this many tournaments that are starting in the next this time frame, with a maximum of these tournaments and a minimum buy-in of this and a maximum buy-in of that. And, if you do that for $10, you're going to end up in some 25-cent tournaments. And I've known guys that have used those programs, and they'll say they didn't realize what the buy-in was till they were on the final table. Like, they just did not even, they just played them all the same. I don't think you can do that profitably anymore. 47 buy-ins is a good return. Yeah, third in that tournament. Nice. Most important thing is that it was fun and that you learned some stuff. Because obviously that's, you're not going to change your life with 12-cent tournaments, but, it all takes experience. There's so many tournaments I've played where it's like, I know that I'm just going to get experience from this experience. Like, I'm not going to make money off this. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you learn how to take it seriously and how to implement, ICO or ICM spots and all that kind of stuff, and everything else, you'll learn so that when you get there in the big buy-in tournament, the one that really matters, you'll know what to do. That's really the only thing you can do. I'm going to check this one. And I'm going to bet the turn. And I'm going to bet the river. This is how you get called by a king. King really should call there. But I maybe just had a draw. He's a short stack, so I don't want to get into a situation where he's going to be like, well, if I got the flush draw, I should just jam here. So I think checking the flop is kind of good. Because obviously I don't want to call it with one pair ace, but it's hard to fold to a guy with a short stack. Limp and a pot bet will get it for you, mostly. It'll either get you the pot or get you out of the tournament. I end up with the king high versus the big blind. He's very hero-y. He took a while, though, so I'm just going to go ahead and bet. If he hadn't taken so long, I wouldn't be betting here. So, occasionally he calls. I think mostly we see folds. Yeah, it was a timing thing. I was totally going to check this, but then he took extra seconds. My notes on him are that he's a superhero POW, payoff wizard, not very bluffable. Those are my notes. But his timing just gave it away. Hey, good to see you guys here. A lot of people here. I like that. I got 3-bet by the button small. You want to put the stack in? Okay. Hold. Thank you. I wouldn't do this normally, but I'm short and I don't mind re-entering. So I'll gamble the spot. Thanks, bro. Sick play. Free $30. I'm crazy. I'm not stupid. Like, the small 3-bet, I massively re-raise, and he just fucking jams off. Thanks for the $38, bro. Looking for another ACR tournament. There's a 10K $22. So this player is rocky and short, but he's also payoff wizard. So if we hit here, like hit 2 pair or something, we're going to get it all. I don't mind the gut shot for 1 street. The board pairing's the worst. Probably not folding here. Learned a lot about software architecture and made some money. It was definitely worth it. Nice. I mean, we're just going to put him in. It's just... Oh. King ball. God damn it. How does that cooler come off? Oh, that's such a... And it's only because he has 30 blinds. It's so bad. Oh, that sucks. In the biggest tournament of the day versus that fucking mouth breather. Oh, my God. Oh, that sucks so hard. Oh, my God. That is fucking gross. Oh, he starts the hand with 30 blinds and just fucking cooler flops me. Oh, my God. Oh, that is so brutal. I mean, King Jack, he's got 30 blinds. Players don't fold a pair of 10s there. And then when he re-raises, it's like, okay, you never have an overpair, so he's just got a flush draw or a straight draw. But he actually has the lowest... He has the lowest part of his range there that's got me pipped. That's fucking brutal. I'm going to check, probably call river. I mean, he's only calling with flush and straight draws. This is kind of gross, but I'm not supposed to have ace-king here, so I'm calling. Nice. Like I said, I'm not supposed to have ace-king there. Too easy. Too easy. Ugh. That was a nice one. I like that one a lot. Nobody's leading the 9. So just calling here is kind of strong. He could have a flush draw, but then again, so could I. Is he leading it twice? Is my 9 ever good? Or is my spade ever good? He's going to jam the river. I'm going to fold. Well, we're playing this like jokers. I think if you have king, queen, or ace, king, you just put me in here. It's just, you just don't want me to draw. Alright, if you have queen, jack, it's good for you, bro, but we're just going to try to get the money in. I'm a short stack, bro. You shouldn't take this long. He's got like king 10 or something. Nah, he'd call before then. All right, not bad. Little positive moment. I should have just called it, but I don't think he bets the river. After that small bet, maybe I should min click it. How many buy-ins do you usually get your bankroll before you move up in stakes? Lately I've been following. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Lately I've been following Jonathan Little's program. You know what? Here's a good outline for you. I'll find it. I have it saved somewhere. It's just impossible to go broke if you do this. Butt Buddy Love 2. Because Butt Buddy Love 1 was taken? Hey man, I'm Pan. And as David Bowie said, the Church of Man Love is such a holy place to be. Yeah, but I generally use that or a approximation of it, depending, because I don't have a job, so I have to be a little bit more conservative. But I do like to stay aggressive with my bankroll building. But it kind of comes down to you too. It kind of comes down to what you can tolerate, right? Like if you have a job, you can be way more aggressive, and if you can't concentrate at a low stake when you're stacked up, maybe you're do better off going up. I knew a guy years ago who he had like a 5K bankroll, and we were playing 1-2, and I was playing 1-2 full time, and my bankroll for 1-2 was like 8K at the moment, which was enough because I was buying in 300, so it's not really good, but it was enough for the live stakes I was playing. I told him that I was going to move up to 510, taking in a short buy of 500, which back then was much more reasonable because the max buy was 1,000 everywhere, and you could play off 100 big blinds, pretty reasonably and not give up any edge. So I figured I would move up to that when I got to 12,000. He was a very good 1-2 player, and the amount of money that he spent out of his roll to live was fucking insane. Like my monthly expenses were like somewhere around 3,500. I mean, I had a roommate and the whole thing, so it wasn't too big of a deal. So I just had to end up. This is a good bluff spot for him, so I'm gonna check. I don't know how often he bluffs. Sometimes he has a 7 here, but I kind of doubt it. But I think we protect ourselves when we are against the flush, but he's also going to bet the ace of diamonds quite a bit. So we have a bluff catcher, essentially, and when you have a bluff catcher, you really don't want to not catch bluffs. So he could have an overpair and be thinking about it, right? Like jacks or something. Yeah, I think maybe that's where he was at. He might have even had ace-king with the ace of diamonds. Where you at? Ace-9 with the ace of diamonds. See, I was glad I checked. Gave him a chance to bluff me. We are going to call here. And we're going to check. I might just have to go with this. Like, it sucks to get 3-bet and then have to put it in on this board. But if I'm going to re-enter with 30 blinds, jack on the turn, I'm just checking. I'm basically looking to get into a scenario where I'm bluff catching. I mean, yeah. Heart on the river is hilarious. I mean, how much does he bet here that I believe he has the ace, right? Well, I kind of believe that. I was going to say if he bets more than 5 blinds, I'm going to believe him. But especially the jam. Check. That's an insanely dumb bet. Well, we're definitely flopping. Like, why can I not do a stop and go? I got a 6, but I can't do a stop and go. I think this is my same friend. We're just gonna try to value down the king. I mean, now his ace-queen got there. I check. Jack-9, you win. Like, see how it goes? I lose $7 when he outdraws me, but I win 35 when I outdraw him. All right. If somebody has 2 pair, it's too bad. Oh, so like I was saying, this dude who had the 5K bankroll, his monthly expenses were like $8,000, but he always made it. And he was like, "Oh, I'm thinking when I get up to like $10,000, I'll go up to 510, or 2.5." And I'm like, "Dude, you're a fucking maniac." But he started losing one month, and he eventually said, he's like, "I just feel like I'm not playing big enough." And as a joke, I was like, maybe you need to play bigger. And minimum. So he ended up getting into the 2.5. He lost 1,000, but after that, he was able to confidently play 1-2, and he made his monthly expenses. He ended up moving up to 2.5 around the same time I did. And he did comparably well. But discussions about bankroll with this guy were insane. Really? All right. Interesting situation. Sharkscope says I have 30% in the money for 210 tourneys. Yeah, Sharkscope's inaccurate, man. I disconnected from Sharkscope and wiped out my results because it didn't take into account satellites. It didn't take into account rebuys. It didn't take into account anything. So if you entered one tournament 5 times and cashed it, it would give you 100% ROI. Like, so, and I got tired of hearing, this is back when I was streaming, I got tired of hearing from people saying, "Oh, your Sharkscope says you lost, this much this year." And I'm like, I have my tax return. My tax return says I made this much. And people are like, "You're lying, you're fucking fake pro," or whatever. And I was just like, I don't care, bro. All right, it's fine. And so I just got off Sharkscope. Plus, what's the value? I never really saw that much value in looking up someone. It's like, okay, the guy can play. If we're on a final table, I'm going to kind of assume a certain level of skill, Oh, you've been playing free rolls and shit. 240 bankroll starting on 0. Score. Here's the thing, though, man. I have this discussion with a couple people that watch the stream. If you have a job, right, King Beast, why don't you invest in yourself, my man? Right? Like, if you have a job, I'm sure you must have some money left over at the end of the month, like, that's not savings, or maybe you skip, like, getting, food out a day or two. Like, I used to do this when I was starting out. I would be like, you know what? I remember one time specifically, I was going to get Carl's Jr., and I was really hungry, and I was like, you know what? I actually thought about it, and I knew that what I was going to get at Carl's was going to be like $10, right? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to be home in a little bit. I'm not dying. So I ended up going home and eating food there. And then I took $10 and put it like out of my pocket and put it aside, right? And I did that, and I was already grinding, right? And I was grinding like, I think my bankroll was super micro at the time. I might have had like $200, and I did that for like a couple weeks, and then I realized I had like $70 left over. And I'm like, this is $70 that I don't need. It's not going to go in my savings. And I could use this. So I deposited it. And then I went with that. And what I did was, over the course of like the next month or two, with like 3 or 4 more deposits and while playing, I got up to $1,000 bankroll. And then I could really play. And I started playing 10 and L, and I started playing bigger tournaments. And it just like boom, 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 boom. And it rolled into me, you know, quitting my job, you know, much earlier than I would have if I hadn't done that. So it's kind of like, you know, do you want to invest in yourself or do you want a hamburger? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's always what I felt. So, like, if you have a job, man, just why not back yourself? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're learning, but you can also look at it as an investment. It's like a training tool. You know what I'm saying? Like, because playing free rolls and playing 1 cent, 2 cent, don't get me wrong, there's value in it. But once you know what hands beat what, and you're getting some idea of position, and you're, like, watching streams, and you're, like, consuming media and things like that, and you're, like, looking up on YouTube. Like, YouTube has tons of free resources, like training videos. Just look up Jonathan Little on YouTube. He literally puts his training shit on YouTube to advertise for his pay site, right? And pokercoaching.com, there's so much free shit on there. Like, if that much free shit was on there when I was first learning how to play, it wouldn't have taken me 2 years to, like, really play poker seriously and be in a position to support myself with it. You know what I'm saying? It would have taken maybe 5 months. Because back then it was all books. You know what I mean? There was no training fucking sites. And I probably would have, you know, if I had listened to his bankroll stuff, I probably wouldn't have gone broke so many fucking times. Granted, the last time having the fire is probably, you know, always going to happen. You have a fire, you kind of have to pay for shit. But, you know, I definitely would have been more concentrated on it while I was driving Uber, you know, for like 2 years. You know, I never stopped studying in that time, but I never invested the time in myself because I didn't have it. But investing money in myself was never not a question. Like, I had a poker coaching premium membership while I was driving Uber 60 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? I had no time to play, like none. Like, I would play maybe 2 hours a week, maybe. And it was just some cash games here and there. But it was like, I knew one day, you know, and then Corona happened and that one day became today, you know? And now you guys are watching me rebuild. So I think there's really something to be said in investing in your hobby, right? Like, if you played guitar, right? If you were like, I want to learn how to play guitar, I got to, you know, get into that. It's a passion. It's what I'm into. You wouldn't just sit there reading books of music for free online and like practicing the fingering. You would go out and buy a guitar. You know, it's like the first thing you would do. Like, you can invest in yourself. This is a jam. You can totally invest in yourself. I think that's perfectly reasonable, and I support it 100%. Don't go beyond your means, but, you know, if you have a couple bucks left over at the end of the week and you can figure it out ahead of time, just be like, fuck it, man, I'm gonna throw it in the fucking poker site, and it's not going anywhere. Look at this, all these tables died. I think I gotta get off this table just to keep the other ones going. Yeah, all these tables died. That's crazy. I want another ACR tournament, but I can't find anything that I'm really like hyped about. Like, there's the 10K $22. I mean, is that better to play than to re-enter this? Like, I don't want to enter this thing, I don't think, for $55, so it just sucks because I need like 2 doubles to get a starting stack. So this is probably gonna be the last round before I, you know, am either doubled or done. Because a starting stack right now is 35 blinds, and when these blinds go up, it's going to be 30. Yeah, I can't re-enter this. Oh, that King Jack cooler, man. So there's the $22 10K. That's not bad. It's not great. It's a long tournament. That's the thing. That tournament's kind of a slog. I don't know if I want to play it. At 330, there's a 6 max 3K. I like that tournament. How long is the... Yeah, that's the turbo one. Aces. Come on, you just post it in. Get all the money in. Re-raise. Big Mac, re-raise. Cold called. Pretty good flop. I'm going to go pretty big. Just because we see jacks jam, we see king 10 jam, we see flush draws jam. I mean, if he has queen jack, I'm just going to throw up. But I'm never folding. 10 jack. Cool. I'm going to fold this one. That was fun. Thanks, bro. Like, people just do dumb shit. Like, what hand is calling you? All right, we're probably getting this in here. I mean, if this guy opens, it's kind of bleh. Almost jammed this one, but this guy's in a little bit too early of a position. I'm probably getting called, but king 9 is good enough at 10 blinds when the next level cuts me to 6. Slow roll. Ha! Hey, made buck 14 in a free roll today. Nice. Going again. Don't love it, but don't hate it. Come on. Ah. I find playing super small stakes aren't really worth once you understand the game well enough to not be a huge noob. Exactly. Like, why waste your time? Now I got 8s and I ran into jacks. Oh, okay, both these tournaments suck. Just drawing dead. I bust them both. I bust 2 8s and then I bust with 8s. Alright, I'm going to get into some more shit. Just give me a minute. There's no call here. You plan on playing live full-time once your bankroll is large enough? Should be easier than online. It kind of depends what's going on with Corona. It is much easier to make much more money faster playing live, just because the skill gap. But it still takes a shift in focus. So it will be difficult for me at the start. But I will be integrating some live play, hopefully in the next 3 months. I kind of want to before September. At the latest. But I'm going to let this go. But I don't want to, risk exposure. I mean, my wife has diabetes and, I have my mother-in-law and my, father-in-law living right in the same complex. And, I want to be able to visit my family and shit, I think playing 1 cent, 2 cent, and dollar tourneys are determined by your game because the play is such nonsense. Settling it into bigger tourneys is definitely the way to go. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That's the thing. You can also invest in satellites. Like, if you play in a $2 tournament, it's going to be pretty much of a minefield. But you can play in a $2 satellite and have it play true to get you into a $20 tournament, right? Then you play in the $20 tournament and it plays true. He doesn't have enough money. If he had a full buy-in, we'd play. There's not a lot of great stuff here. I mean, there's the Mega Stack 44. But that's like 600 people to the guarantee. I don't know, man. Like, I'm just not feeling this shit. Like, I'm not feeling this 10K. Like, I'm not. I mean, I'm like, it's 2,500 chips, 12-minute blinds, 15 levels. It's like 3 hours of late reg. So late reg will end around 5:30. We'll probably hit the cash around 7. Final table around 9. Like, all this just sounds... Yeah, I ain't got that in me today. So, maybe we just add some more cash game tables, huh? I mean, I'm definitely having fun here. There is a nighttime schedule that starts at like 7 o'clock that I don't mind. So, maybe we just stick with what we got here. Like, because, you know, even to win this tournament, this thing will be over by 6 o'clock at the latest. And I'll still have like another hour to like, you know, splash some water in my face, go for a walk, come back, and see if I want to get in anything. There's some 10 and L's going. I guess I could get in those, right? Yeah, let's do it. Make these much smaller. Yeah, I just don't see anything I really want to play. So it's whatever. Sometimes it's like that, man, especially in the middle of the week. From a theoretical standpoint, I'm not supposed to have a jack here because of my flop bet. Seems like unless you're playing with the stakes that you're actually meaningful to you, you don't really get into it. I mean, that's true for everybody, I think. For me, I'll play tournaments as low as $5 these days, but they got to be good ones in smaller fields. And I like the bigger buy-in tournaments with smaller fields, honestly. Like, I'd rather play a $20 tournament with a 4K guarantee than a, you know, $20 tournament with an 80K guarantee. It's like, fuck off. Like, I just have to know, you have to know, like, where your focus is. You know, like, so if I can't focus on it, I'm not going to bother. Every tournament that I enter, I want to be shocked when I go out. I want to be, like, so confident that I was going to win that I'm, like, fucking shocked that I got busted. Playing live in the big casinos while WSOP sounds like juicy money. Yes and no. You got to have the money to do that, so even just playing 1-2, I would need, like, 10K. 10K bankroll live. These little ones are all 10 and L's. Just searched my database and my results are for plus $3 tournaments. Usually outside my bankroll is almost twice as good as under 3. Yeah, because it makes more sense. You can make people fold. Just need to keep grinding my way until my bankroll is high enough. Shouldn't take me much longer. Nice, Chloroform. But I've given you that advice too. I mean, you're a college kid, so maybe you don't have the money. But I do say, man, that $10 can mean more in your bankroll than it can, you know, for Chipotle. That was easy. This is why you don't raise so big. A7 calls off. Like, this is just nonsense. And he fucking wins. Are there any other tournaments on WSOP? That's a good question. That's a big satellite. I can't play that. It was a 6-max KO. This is a $5 buy-in. I mean, top prize would be somewhere, even with bounty, you might make $100 here. Nah, I'm not in the mood. Like, you really do have to listen to what you're in the mood for, you know? This kind of sucked. I just got to this table. Queen of the River is kind of okay. I was going to get off this table, but then it looked like it was going to fill up. Yeah, I don't see any other tournaments on there. We'll just play this tournament in these cash games. It's fine. Trust me, I'm shocked my aces get cracked by my... I'm shocked when my aces get cracked by my deuce 3 off. I'm never shocked by aces getting cracked anymore. The only time it really shocks me is if somebody's doing something wacky and they get lucky. God damn it. You guys can't see that. I'm spinning at 630. You can't see it. I'm going to put it over here. So if that lights up, I just won $630. I'm just having fun spinning it for a penny 100 times. It goes off in like 25 minutes. I guess we could put it up here. And I would unregister it. I would not play a $630 buy-in tournament right now. Get snap called. The fucking diamond comes right off. Can't bluff. Duh. Appreciate y'all being here. This player's too short. I can't raise. He limped out of first with $4 fucking dollars. Ugh. Ugh. I mean, he needs a full stack for me to be able to call. Pocket threes. Yeah. 3 on the turn after they got all the money in on the flop. 2 outered. Limp call. Pretty good flop. I'm just going to commit this guy. He's short, so he can have a jack. He shouldn't fold it. Come on. Jack 8. I mean, if somebody's going to call with Jack 8, we're absolutely going to get it in there with them every fucking time. Just a fucking idiot. This one has 19 minutes. All right, let's spin it again. Love how he flops top pair. He would have even made the fucking nuts on the turn. He would have nutted the straight on the turn. And I got 14 outs on the flop. That kind of shit's fucking hilarious. Like, just... That's the second time Jack 8 of diamonds today, by the way, dealt me a beat. Something happened with the Jack 8 of diamonds I don't know about. Like, after Helmuth's hand, everybody started playing the Queen 4. I remember back in the day, we used to see the 10 deuce every time Doyle Brunson did well in a tournament. Just the utter fishness of it all. And all the other hands that he's going to limp call there with, there's no way to get it in. I mean, unless he's going to have the suited ace of diamonds, or the suited hearts, the ace of hearts, like the ace eight of hearts, there's really no way. He's got to have the fucking top pair. That's hilarious. Where am I at in this thing? 31? 31 out of 50? How many are playing? Looks like top 20 get paid. Top prize 246, min cash 14, final table 18. It's so ridiculous. Limp pot, 5 ways. I got the ace deuce with the backdoor club draw. Player leads out. So this can be ace 8 for sure, but I actually think most of the time this is one pair, or this is a hand like a whack hand like 8 deuce. So as crazy as it sounds, I think we have to go for the gusto right off the bat. Had every out in the deck here. And we're never folding to this. If he has 4 or 5, I'll puke. Overbet jam. Some people can't fold one pair here. Ace deuce. He accidentally played it right. That was a nice steal. 3-bet pre-steal post. Every time it comes up 2 of the first ones, I'm like, come on. I've spun my way into these 630s before. I've done it 4 times in the last year, I think. It's so crazy. You unregister it, you get 630 tournament dollars. Limp raise. I mean, if I call, I have to play for it all. Make the straight. Straight on board, flush possible. Fucking retard. Let's spin it again. Have to call one, but when the ace hits the river, we can't call. Taking your advice into account for sure. I've been super helpful to hear opinions of someone who's played the game for so long. Nice, man. Thanks. Appreciate that. I mean, I would just be sitting here talking to myself, so thanks for being here. I think we have to bet so we look like we have nothing. This player's kind of nuts. Ugh. Problem is he can be just pure bluffing. And now I have to check this. Fucking idiot. Check the river. I'm not folding, obviously. I just don't know how often we get paid here. Does this guy ever have an ace? Nah, he has a king. We might have gotten paid. Half pot for a gut shot, backdoor flush draw. Versus a shorty. So I raised under the gun. This player re-raised super small. Oh, I'm going to fold that. I mean, if this guy has aces or kings, it's too bad, but that's a min raise. Shouldn't be. It's never a slow roll. If he's going slow with aces or kings, it's because he's trying to get this guy in. And then before he rejams. What do you got, tens? What do you got? I might have ace king, man. You should call with jacks. Take longer, bro. He can't snipe me. Wish I was on the button here. This guy's fucking hilarious. It's just any pair. Oh my god, he's got outs. Look at this shit. Really thought it was going to bink. Okay. Oh, we're going on break. Ooh. I mean, it's a five-way pot, but it was raised. This player just folds. He just totally gives up. Hopefully this dude c-bets big. Bet. Well, I'm going to bet big. There's a lot of scenarios where we get jammed on here. I'm a bottom two pair. I think it's fine. Called. So we're watching out for sevens and queens. What are you doing? I mean, if he check back raises now, he can absolutely have aces, but he could just have ace king. 10's actually not bad because there shouldn't be a lot of queen jacks. There should be a lot of 10 jacks. So if he leads out, we're going to jam. He can have 9-10, but it's whatever. You got 10 jack, bro? Got a lot of outs if you got 10 jack. Why did you think this was going to make me fucking fold? Queen 10?
Come on, bro. You gotta take a leak. You got 3 minutes here. What the fuck? I hate when people do that shit. It's just so fucking dumb. All right, I'll be right back. With a minute to spare, not bad. What was this? Hilarious. It takes about 5 minutes to spin 100 times. I don't want to spin it again because I don't want to play it. I'm going to spin one more dollar on something else. Yeah. So this one starts in a half hour. We spin our way into this one. It's $215. I'm not playing it today, but I might play that. There it is. Two pair. Can we check raise? We need somebody to bet in order to check raise. Well, I guess we just bet. Pot. Really? Min raise? Diamond on the river? Did you really just check a straight? You're a fucking loser.
I couldn't even get it out of my mouth fast enough. He doesn't fucking like anybody's betting the fucking flush like that, flush draw like that on the turn. Fucking hilarious. Sure. Ace is okay. It's not great. Full pot. How much do you have? 6 on the Tiznern. The check. He can definitely have backdoor to flush. That sucks. Because he doesn't. If he doesn't have the ace on the flop, what does he have? All right. I mean, the 10 jack, the flush, they all get there, and they're not folding for $3. I probably should have just check raised the flop. Come on, 3-bet beast, do it. Oh, I thought you were the beast. Ooh, there's another 50 and L. A lot of action on my TikTok. Oh, with 3 players. I mean, the king's good for me, but I don't think we can bet here. 8s? Yeah, maybe we could have. Jack 10 and pocket 8s. What is up with this tournament? 45 left, top 20 get paid. Last spin. Ah. All right. There's another 50 and L I'm probably going to get on. So we got like 19 blinds here. Ugh. I mean, this player's been pretty solid. I mean, you can't argue that that's just a fold, but I'm not 100% sure. Do we go for it? I don't think so. Well, that's probably the worst card in the fucking deck. I think he had like 9s or something. He's been solid, but now he's losing his fucking mind. Is that what I'm seeing here? Haven't flopped a set all day. Club on the turn's kind of hilarious. Look at this. Deuces, he lost his fucking mind. And he wins. Maybe I should have jammed on him if he's doing shit like that. For fucking 30% of his stack? Jesus. More than that. paying attention to when the blinds went up, I probably would have jammed those 8s. Because now we're sitting here with 13 blinds. I'm just going to call this one. I'm going to check. I should win. But I want to see if he wants to bluff. Easy call. Yeah, you can't always 3-bet out of the ace-king, because that would have gotten way too big too quickly. It reminds me, if you guys don't follow my Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everything, YouTube, it's all there, !point links. That's my link tree. Just click on that. It'll take you right to anything. You can follow me on all those platforms. I don't know if that's more effective than having the Twitter bio up, or the Twitter and the YouTube and the Instagram all separate, but I haven't been putting out much stuff on there lately, but there's a huge backlog, and I actually do have, now that my new computer's up and running, I do have, whatchamacallit, a lot of editing and footage to get up. Well, it's going in here once this folds. I mean, if this player plays, we're absolutely getting it in. Yeah, we're just going to rip it. I can't believe he folds. You raise out a second and then fold to a 13 big blind jam. This is kind of stupid. You're just going to have a lot of 2 pairs. You see a rimp from a short stack. A rimp from a shrimp. This guy called him with 8-6. I mean, the guy... What? You still have to beat his hand. Oh, my God. I could have gone much bigger here. No, I could have gone to like 245, 250. Oof. I mean, there's a chance he has like a pair here, but I highly doubt it. I'm just gonna let it go. I think he's got ace-king more than half the time. So that's not good for me. Can I get on the 50 and L? The fuck? That was another one? Let's keep an eye on you, sir. Yep. Right here looks good. Just going to check it because we are against that short stack again. I'm going to check, see what he wants to do. Now we're going to check again. Now we can only call. Now we check fold. If he had bet the flop, I would have jammed on him. That's hilarious. Can't make 2 pair. Queens. Yeah. Where are all these fucking short stacks around? Hold. Hold. He had 3 outs, then 4 outs, then 3 outs, then no outs. Quad Queen for $15. Well, now we have room for that other table when it comes up, because I'm going to get off this one. I'm just going to raise here and try to get it in. Hopefully we get 3-bet by this fucking idiot. Nope. Tempting. For a 3-bet tempting, I meant. Ooh, I need some folds. This guy's raising out of first. Sucks. Could have gone bigger here, but don't know if it's necessary. I mean, if you have 2 pair, good for you. Limp called with ace-7. Hold. Hold. Limp called with ace-7. Like, you have $10. Like, if you just want to go broke, just fucking jam it. Ugh, it's so annoying.
I'm sorry.
Siri, nobody's talking to you.
Well, we're going against this guy. Hold. Fuck you. I mean, this guy's just ridiculous. Whatever.
I'm going to play for a little while more. Am I? Yeah, a little while. What time is it? It's like 3:15. So I can get in the night schedule at about 7. I finally flapped my first set. Fucking 2.5 hours in. Takes this long and then bets that small. Do it again. Why do you keep doing this? Like, and it has to be all in. Why jam on him? Well, because he's got every out in the world. I feel like he's got the king, queen. He's got all the flush draws. He could even have the combo draw. So I could be dodging 15 outs twice. So jamming there, he can actually call. But he doesn't know that. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. Let me see where I'm at. Come on. $22.85, so profited $65, but had $40 in tournaments out there, 45, something like that. So profited like 100 and change, something like that. Cool. I'm going to be back around 6:30, guys. That's 3 hours and change for me, just to play the nightly 3K and a couple other things. So I'm going to put in the second session. I just feel like it's better if I cut it now and then come back. Stick around for the host. I'm going to send you out to one of my favorites. I will see you guys later. Have a great night. And we're profitable today so far. And we're going to be more profitable later, so that'll be fun.